Ben, day one of Senior Bowl here, sort of, how do you assess the performance after day one?
Yeah, I mean, first day, everyone's kind of out of shape, kind of get back into football, but I feel like it was a solid day. I feel like I showed some things I really wanted to show, but definitely got some corrections to make.
I think I saw you playing a little bit of fullback initially during that kind of walkthrough session. That's something that you've sort of heard that, some teams may want to see you play a little bit more fullback?
Yeah, I think a little bit. I think definitely I'm a tight end number one. So I'm going to he's kind of mixing it around, kind of making people feel a little uncomfortable with different looks, different spots. So I think it's just going to be a thing where I'm going to have that capability wherever I go.
I think you did play a little bit of fullback. You kind of lined up all over the place, last season. And how much does that sort of prepare you for these kind of moments where coaches are trying to make you a little bit more comfortable?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it definitely prepares me a lot more than a lot of people by doing that and moving how many different places in the offense. So it definitely prepares me, and I'm confident wherever I am.
And how much does it help sort of, last season playing against some NFL talent on defense?
Yeah,
throughout the year, and then I guess in practice every day as well, guys like Dez and stuff lining up against you.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely made it a lot better. Going against some similar guys with some of the Mizzou dudes. So it's definitely a great experience, and it's something that it's going to be really good to compete on film with them. So.
Who are some of the guys you sort of emulate? When you're watching film, I guess the NFL, sort of, who are some guys you're looking at and going, I can take some of his game and sort of play it myself?
For sure. One person I've really liked to watch recently is Sam Laporta. I feel like we're built pretty similar, and I feel like we got some pretty similar traits. So that's a guy I've been really watching, and I really respect coming out of Iowa. I like to try to emulate Kittle. I think he's the most complete tight end in the game at the moment. So if I can do anything he can do, I think it's really important.
How much does K-State sort of help you prepare for this? Practices under Kleiman and
for sure.
Klein.
I mean, we practice hard. We practice like game speed, so it definitely prepares us well for situations like this against great talent. So,
Ben, do you think that your run blocking is one of the traits that separates you? There's a lot of tight ends in this day and age that come out of college that catch the ball.
Yeah.
You're kind of a complete tight end that also can be an inline blocker and a move tight end as well.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's huge, and I think it definitely separates me. Makes me a lot more versatile, especially being able to line up in so many different roles, be able to move, block, get in space, and block smaller guys. So I think it definitely separates me, and I think it's a trait that I really find important in my game.
Have you had any contact with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers yet?
No, I think I meet with them Thursday, so I have not talked to them yet. I'm looking forward to it, though.
Hey, Ben, so how's it going, man? So my name is Blake from Elevation Sportsman. I just wanted to ask you, man, how do you think that Kansas State, has prepared you for the next level?
Yeah.
And what do you think are some of, your best attributes that you want, teams at the next level to see in you?
Yeah, I mean, I think Kansas State prepares me super well. I mean, we're a true pro-style offense, making checks to the line, signaling it in. So it prepares me really well on the field. As far as, what was the second question?
Yeah, what do you want teams...
What traits?
Yeah. What do you think are some of, your best traits and your best attributes that you want NFL teams to, to notice about you?
Yeah, I mean, I think just the versatility that I bring. I think I'm the most versatile tight end in the class, just with all the spots that I'm able to line up in. And I mean, just the tenacious mindset that I have to really attack every role I'm put in. And you can see it in the game. I like to play hard and like to go to the whistle. So
absolutely.
I think that's an important trait that I have.
Awesome, man.
Ben, I asked about the fullback position earlier. Sort of how comfortable are you playing fullback? I know you didn't play it a lot at Kansas State, but they did line you up there sometimes.
Yeah, they did. I feel completely comfortable in any role I'm in. For sure, if the team needs me to do that, I'd be more than happy to.
I wanted to ask you about one of your former teammates, Kobe Savage. He's
a
tight end. You're going to obviously naturally face him, I'm sure, quite a bit over the middle of the field. But what is he like as a safety? What makes him unique? Yeah,
I mean, I think the energy he brings, he's a super intelligent guy, and he flies downhill faster than any safety I've seen. And overall, he's just a great guy, such a competitor. And, I mean, he's got such a great love for the game. So I think that's what separates him. I'm super excited to watch him at Oregon and in his next adventure. So I'm really excited for him. He's a great kid, one of my good friends.
Ben, was there anyone at Kansas State who sort of helped you with this transition? Some former pros or some guys who you sort of stayed in contact with who can sort of help you through this transition?
Yeah, I feel like there's a couple. We've had a lot of guys. I mean, you can kind of pick the brain. We got a ton of alumni that come through in fall camp, talk to us. So I mean, we got Jordy Nelson always in the building. Darren Sproles is around a lot. So just kind of being able to pick those guys' brains and really dissecting what goes into being great and having a great career like them.